Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived a hardworking farmer with his donkey. That donkey had once been a loyal companion, helping him plow the fields, carry loads, and do countless heavy tasks. But as the years went by, it grew old, no longer as quick or strong as before. Knowing that the animal had devoted its entire life to him, the farmer no longer made it work. Instead, he allowed it to roam freely across the meadows, grazing peacefully and enjoying its final days in comfort. One sunny morning, while happily nibbling on fresh grass, the donkey lost its footing and fell straight into a deep, narrow well. Trapped at the bottom of the dark pit, it was terrified. Its desperate cries echoed everywhere, as though pleading for help. Not long after, a neighbor happened to pass by and heard the strange sound. Curious, he came closer, and to his shock, discovered the farmer's donkey stuck below. Without hesitation, he ran off to inform the farmer. Hearing the news, the farmer quickly gathered a group of villagers, and together they hurried to the well. They tried everything they could think of to save the poor animal. Some brought ropes, others thought of pulling it up, but all attempts failed. The well was too deep and too narrow, and the donkey too old and weak to climb out on its own. The more they tried, the more hopeless it seemed. After many hours of struggling with no success, the farmer made a heartbreaking decision. He sighed deeply and told his neighbors, "The donkey is old. It's no longer of use. Saving it seems impossible. Let's fill in the well and lay it to rest, so it won't suffer anymore." Although reluctant, the neighbors agreed. They picked up shovels and began to throw dirt into the well. At first, the donkey panicked like never before, crying out in anguish. It understood now. No one intended to save it. But then something extraordinary happened. With each shovel of dirt that fell on its back, instead of surrendering, the donkey shook it off and stepped onto it, raising itself higher. Each load of soil, each shovel full, it turned into a step upward. Fear gradually transformed into determination. The people standing at the top of the well began to notice the silence below. When they leaned over to look, they were astonished. Step by step, the donkey was using the very soil meant to bury it as a ladder, until finally it rose, leapt out of the well, and ran off into freedom. The farmer stood quietly, watching, his heart filled with reflection. He realized that sometimes what seems like the end can actually be the beginning of a new journey. The story of the old donkey in the well carries profound lessons about life. First, it reminds us that adversity can become a force for growth. The shovels of dirt that life throws at us, meant to bury us, can instead become steps that lift us up, if only we know how to face them and turn them into opportunities. Second, it teaches us the spirit of never giving up. The donkey didn't sit idly waiting for rescue. Once it realized no one could help, it found a way to save itself. The message is powerful. There are moments when we cannot rely on others. We must rely on our own perseverance and determination to overcome challenges. Another important lesson is about self-worth. The farmer thought the donkey was old and useless, but the animal proved the opposite. It was still strong, resilient, and worthy of life. This reminds us never to let others decide our value. Even if people doubt or look down on us, as long as we believe in ourselves, we can achieve the extraordinary. Finally, the story delivers a timeless truth. Hardships are not meant to bury us, but to test us. Our attitude and response to adversity determine whether we are crushed by it or rise above it. If we keep our faith, turning obstacles into opportunities, we will always find a way forward and step into a brighter future.